Good morning and welcome to KSLA News 12 First Alert with a breakdown. Meteorologist Evan Thompson here with you just in a second. Beautiful blue skies and sunshine here in the Arklatex awaiting you on out the door here for today. Hope you're having a fantastic day out so far. Again, beautiful blue skies. We're just starting to get everything set up. Kind of an unusual day, not going to lie, a little bit for us, mainly because we started at 10:50 instead of 10:30. That's okay. We adjust to things here in the Arklatex. And yeah, we're talking about beautiful blue skies and sunshine here. Elsewhere, Hurricane Helene is definitely trekking on into the Gulf of Mexico. Expected to make a historic impact tonight, and we're going to be all over that coming up on KSLA News 12 First Alert Weather Breakdown. Hello, I'm meteorologist Evan Thompson. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're streaming YouTube, Facebook, KSLA.com, and on the live stream as well. I'm still getting my tie together as I've, again, just had a short chance to get ready. We had thank you for those of you still watching us from the live stream a little bit earlier. Appreciate it. Again, we're live streaming on also YouTube and Facebook. Welcome, guys. You guys can also send in your comments and questions if you have any of them at all about the hurricane, which makes, again, landfall tonight. We'll be getting into all those details coming up soon. In fact, we're going to be kind of live we're going to be live tracking it, yes, like we've done it for the past couple of days, but it's already making a good amount of impacts. We've already seen tornado warnings and flash flood warnings throughout the state of Florida. And I've already seen a tornado warning in South Carolina from the system. That's just how huge it is. And it's still not making landfall until tonight. Absolutely amazing and wild. So we'll get to that, again, coming up a little bit later. All right, let's get into the docket here for today. It's kind of the same thing it's been for the past 2 to 3 days now. More sunshine here locally. That's great. Not dealing with the rain showers from yesterday really anytime soon. Talk about your weekend forecast as well coming up. Overall, that is looking fantastic, as well as Hurricane Helene. Obviously going into all the nitty-gritty about that, and already, again, flooding impacts, tornado warnings, those kind of things, all stemming here across the Arklatex locally. And definitely something to watch out for as we continue, and we just got started here with really the main show in for Florida across that region. Hello. All right. I'm still getting everything together around with my graphics and everything, so let's get going to it. All right. Again, another beautiful blue sky look outside across the Arklatex here for today. Here's the headlines that we're looking out for. I will say, very easy, calming day for myself, especially compared to yesterday morning. I wouldn't say we're running around like crazy, but definitely tons of rain to go over from yesterday. For today, though, cooler days are still intact. We're not really increasing the temperature. We're not in a rush to warm things up around here. I know nobody is, but Mother Nature isn't herself either. We're going to have a cooler than average temperatures with us at least for the next 3 to 4 days, which will be nice. Cooler mornings intact too. We had low temperatures into the lower 60s in throughout the morning hours. And yeah, all that's because we don't have much rain in sight. And the heat is eventually finally going to return, but it's not going to look to do so until we get into next work week. All right, first alert on the tropics. It's the only thing we'll show you from Helene here later on today. Shreveport here locally, it's nice and dry. Cold front's way out to the east, and now it's kind of combining itself with the hurricane. As I said, this is the only time we'll really talk about this hurricane during this block. Again, we want to get the local forecast kind of just dealt with first. Obviously, we do that every single time for our own weather here in the Arklatex, and then we'll go into all the details about Helene coming up after the break. But there it is, and look at how much storm coverage it has, not just across the southeast corner of the United States, but I mean, look up into Maine, the northeast. There's still storms all around here. All around basically the entire eastern coast. If you look anywhere else in the country, it is completely dry from Mississippi westward. So that's leaving us here nice, dry, and comfortable for the next 7 days. And you'll see that on our future track here locally. As for Thursday, Friday, nice and clear and plenty of sunshine. I will say late on Friday, heading into Saturday, maybe just a scrape of a chance of a rain shower in for southwestern Arkansas. But besides that, we're going to maybe a little bit of cloud cover. Actually, some of that is from the remnants from Helene actually moving on through, believe it or not. So wild things with how the size of Helene is actually expanding in addition to the power and intensity that it is expanding as well. Feels like temperatures today, mid-80s. You can say the same thing about tomorrow and the next several days. Usually when we have these cold fronts working their way on through as well, you'll usually get the cooler temperatures, the low humidity, the sunshine for like a day, maybe two. And then it starts to warm back up immensely with the humidity also rising. That is not the case with this at all. It's going to hang around at least all the way into the weekend. It's going to be real nice around here for both Saturday and Sunday after highs. Pretty much staying put in the mid-80s for the next 4 days or so. So enjoy it. Make the most of it. As for your weekend, again, mid-80s, not a single chance of a rain shower, and that is going to be fantastic. Again, it's not just for the weekend, but you look on for the next 7 days entirely. 0, 0, goose egg, nada, zilch, zip. I think you get the point. Not a chance in what weather, at least through the middle of next week. I mean, weather models aren't even hitting it. Rain showers even coming for the following weekend either. It is going to be bone dry around here for a while. Highs in the mid-80s again for the next 4 days. That's the only thing that's really changing over the 7-day forecast is the temperatures for next week could be rising by just a few little just a couple degrees, 5 degrees or so to be specific. Highs rounding out around the lower 90s here for Tuesday, with the low temperatures slightly increasing, but overall we got low to mid-60s over the next several mornings. Hope you enjoyed that cool breeze again this morning. That would be nice to feel over the next several mornings overall. All right, so that's your local forecast. Again, all is quiet, all is calm. I don't have too much to talk about, even rain chance-wise here locally. So, yeah, a lot to enjoy around here. Elsewhere out to our east, it's the opposite picture. That's where all the rain is focusing itself on, and it's going to be stuck over there for a while. We'll talk about what's going on with Hurricane Helene and the latest that we have on it and what's expected for the landfall tonight. All that and more coming up in just a little bit. I will say last thing before we go, also real quick, if you have any comments on YouTube or Facebook, questions about the local forecast or questions about the Helene, I'll be sure to answer them in the next block after this commercial break. I'll see you then after this break. All right, welcome back to KSLA News 12. First alert weather breakdown. Again, thanks for joining us. All the focus regionally is on Helene. Here it's nice and lovely in the Arklatex, but definitely not the case elsewhere. Just reading over the 2 comments we have on Facebook. Carrie says prayers out. I agree. Prayers out to those involved. Plata says go H-Town. I'm assuming you mean Houston. Houston's staying clear in the meantime as well, along with the Arco text. But I want to go back to Carrie's comment as well. Thank you for submitting your comments, both of you guys. Going back to Carrie's in particular, prayers out. I actually have my garnet tie, wearing my garnet tie in particular for today, as well as my gold/off-white shirt in for today. I did that on purpose, mainly for support of my college I went to, Florida State, Go Noles. They're right in the direct path in Tallahassee, Florida. Expected to really get the brunt force of this hurricane into North Florida tonight. Wishing all the best for my colleagues and former teachers there. Also wishing the best for FSU Weather, the original weather show that I learned to do this as well. And just wishing the best for everybody across the Big Bend in North Florida. The best of luck. It just kind of stinks that anybody's put in this situation. But, yeah, those guys are up for Hurricane Helene, which is, again, going to make landfall tonight. But it's already making its mark here during the day today. First alert on the tropics. We're keeping you updated here on KSLA News 12. There is a look at Hurricane Helene. As of last update 30 minutes ago, it is a Category 2 storm with 105-mile-an-hour winds. I just want to get you to the exact size of the storm. Again, before this, in the local forecast, I mean, you could see how far the cloud cover with this system is extended. We're already having flash flooding problems in the Appalachians already, and that's in North Carolina and Virginia. I mean, it's incredible how far north this problem is. I mean, I know this is kind of sports-wise, but the Braves game in Atlanta was canceled last night due to the immense rain. Already from the size of this storm already going through that area. And the core of the storm obviously hasn't even reached shore yet here for the most part. And it's steadily moving northward as it continues to gain strength, continuing to get its eye together, and it's likely to be a Cat 3, Cat 4 at landfall. We'll go over that in just a second. Here's a look at the first Doppler radar all around. Again, rain extending all the way up into the northeast, even as far north as Canada as well. Our main coverage, or not main coverage, but our main concern here is the southeast. Everything you see in these red boxes here is under a tornado watch currently with all these rain showers all around. We've already had numerous tornado warnings go off this morning, including flash flood warnings as well, which you can already see. I didn't mean to zoom in that far, but you can already see these green boxes of flash flooding here in Blountstown, Port St. Joe. That is already a concern here for us in the Arklatex. There's a tornado watch again that goes all the way until tonight at 10 p.m. As for the flash flood warning, that goes until this afternoon, 2:15 for Blountstown. It is, already concerned. Already got 2 tornado warnings. I'm not even sure if you can see that. Those little 2 red polygons within the little red box there, right on top of Blountstown and just to the west side of Carabel. Both those are involved with tornado warnings currently. Already giving a direct impact to there. Elsewhere, we've had continued tornado warnings all go across the east coast of Florida, all the way down earlier down to West Palm and Fort Lauderdale. That happened earlier today. Looks like they're getting a little bit of some a dry break, so to speak, for now. But the tornado watch goes all the way into the Carolinas. I think you're getting a picture. We have immense coverage with the tornado warnings. Already a flash flood warning ongoing in for Georgia, just to the east side of Macon. I should say in between Macon and Savannah. Heavy rain about to hit Savannah in the next couple of minutes. Again, overall, this rain coverage, at least with that little system in itself, goes all the way up into Charleston in eastern Kentucky. And the rain's going all across the Appalachians. It's almost covering the entire state of Georgia. And keep in mind, again, this is a storm that does not make landfall until tonight. Late tonight at that. This is going to be a long day, and a long day for tomorrow as well, as the storm continues to move up northward up through Georgia. So that's where we're looking at currently. All right, so for now, it's got winds at 105 miles per hour. This is continuing to move northward, eventually making landfall tonight around probably somewhere between 8 and 10 o'clock, right on top of Tallahassee. That's where that number 3 is. currently in our future track here for now. Again, the Arklatex is kept safe, but look at all of that heavy rain going into Georgia, all the winds, all the rain, all the storm surge. Storm surge can be as high as 20 feet with everything funneling into that little cove that you see right there into northern Florida. All right, so continuing on, this moves straight northward, and the concern with this is look in Atlanta. This could still have winds around 65 miles an hour. We could still have a hurricane as far north as Atlanta. That is incredible. That's mainly because its pace moving on shore, its momentum carrying itself on shore, is allowing it to move farther northward with all these heavy and strong winds. Atlanta's definitely going to get the brunt force of this still here early tomorrow morning. Now, this carries over and takes a little bit of a westward turn. You see the heavy rain kind of heading into areas like Missouri, Kentucky, throughout the state of Tennessee as well. And some of that heavy rain could be reaching, is definitely looking like it's going to reach most of Arkansas, specifically in the northern half. Looks like southwest Arkansas is looking like it's in the best shape out of the entire state over the next couple of hours, next day, or I shouldn't say next couple of hours, but for Friday and Saturday in particular. You could have a slim chance of rain here in the Arklatex, the slimmest chance really in for southwestern Arkansas only, but overall, we should be okay. Then you see the storm really starts to diminish itself on Saturday, and we got rain showers left across Kentucky and Tennessee as that storm basically stalls out there and loses its momentum. All right, last thing to talk about before I go to your comments and questions on Facebook and YouTube is the rainfall potential. Arklatex and areas west of us are completely dry. That's because, again, all this rain is funneling into here. 5 to 7 inches, maybe more, localized in some areas across anywhere from North Florida through Georgia into the Carolinas, mainly specifically in the western halves of South Carolina, North Carolina. And then Tennessee and Kentucky are still getting plenty of rain showers themselves as well before this will continue slowly but surely into the northeast. So wish the best for this. Again, this will be the last time we talk about this, probably on KSLA News 12 First Alert with a breakdown. We'll get a live look at it again tomorrow, but it won't be our exclusive content, so to speak, for tomorrow. So yeah, you can be on the lookout for something new here coming on tomorrow. For those of you who just joining us kind of for the first time, we just talk about weather. Rant on, obviously, Helene is the huge story moving on forward. It is a historic landfall in the making here for tonight. Just going back into YouTube, I don't see any comments. Facebook, Patricia just says, playing for you all, God's in control. Yes, absolutely. All the prayers needed. That is for certain here for tonight. And right now, again, as we just discussed, this is something that's ongoing currently and is going to be on for the next 2 days or so. Wishing the best for everybody impacted in that area. Thankfully, at least for us, it is not us. So, all right, we'll get a quick wrap of this episode, and I'll answer any questions you guys have from Facebook and YouTube, and we'll look forward to tomorrow's episode. All coming up after this last break. Still, hang tight with us. All right, welcome on back to KSLA News 12 First Alert with a breakdown. Again, I'm meteorologist Evan Thompson. Thank you guys for joining us, especially for those of you on Facebook in particular. We usually don't stream this on Facebook, but we figured with little extraordinary news and exclusive content and for today and the past few days with Helene on the horizon. Anytime there's a major hurricane or a potential major hurricane looming like there is now in the Gulf of Mexico, we're going to keep you first alert, make sure that's not coming here, not going to give us any impacts to here, and we are in the best case scenario, really, at least us locally in the Arklatex, for a Gulf hurricane, with it mainly hitting areas well out to the east side of us. Usually I'd be in a little more of a uplifted spirit here on this podcast. I usually consider myself to be more of a positive mindseted person, but I don't know. My tone is a little more monotone here for today, mainly just from the somber fact of what I know is coming. Based on Helene moving on through. We definitely want to keep you first alert. If you want to join us on a sunny day, you can join me in a little more uplifted mood. We air this every time on YouTube and on our KSLA.com and on our live stream as well. Appreciate those of you for watching here today. Definitely. If you have a topic you want us to discuss on a more sunny day, we talk about anything and everything. We go over science explainers. We have meteorologist chats where we discuss different things. Last time we did a meteorologist chat last week, we had a hurricane preparedness kit. And look, I hope that's come in handy for somebody dealing with Helene right now, honestly. So that was pretty fun. We talk with all four of the meteorologist team in those Met chats, so that's kind of cool for kind of a rare time to see me, CJ, Matt, Austin, and I all together in one place. So we do that. We interview special guests. I'm going to aim for an interview actually heading into next week as well with a meteorologist from New Orleans, Zach Fradella. He'll be back on here. If you look forward to that here for next week. I'll go ahead and give you a preview to that. Yeah, I'm just giving you an example of topics the things that we do here at KSLA News 12 First Alert with a breakdown. If you have a topic you want us to talk about, anything weather-wise, send it to us, weatherbreakdown@ksla.com. You can also message us on Facebook, any of us at the KSLA First Alert Weather Team. And join us every single weekday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that is today, and Friday. One last day of the work week. We've been talking about Helene for the last 3 days now, exclusively, and all in depth. I mean, technically we've been talking about that Monday, too, with CJ, when he was on Monday, which is kind of unusual for him this week. What was I going to say? Lost my train of thought and had a brain fart. Live on a podcast. Lovely. Anyways, yeah, that was unusual kind of for CJ to be here on a Monday. He should be back on Tuesday here for next week. And we're going to go back to our regular schedule here for tomorrow. We're going to talk about Helene and it being the damage that's doing live here tomorrow, because it's definitely not going to be gone tomorrow, but we're going to go back to other exclusive content. I want to go over sports forecast here for tomorrow. It's right before the weekend here in the Arklatex. We'll go over our local sports teams, high school teams, college teams, and one NFL team left to play on Sunday. One of them is playing tonight. That is the Dallas Cowboys. They are playing in New York. They are actually playing against the Giants in New York, and because they're doing so there, actually, they could be dealing with a chance of rain. Something interesting to watch out for the game, because it could be a little sloppy. The rain chances don't look huge, but they're definitely there. So watch out for the rain shower, maybe coming on the broadcast here tonight and onto the football field. So could be quite messy, especially as it is an outdoor stadium, obviously, that you probably are aware of in New York. All right, so that's the look of your First Alert Weather Breakdown. I'm looking at Facebook. I don't see anything to mention. Nope, no comments. No new comments, at least. Thank you guys for watching on there. YouTube, I don't see any comments either to mention. So I think we're good. Yeah. Join us again here tomorrow. We'll be back here hopefully again on 10:30. I know we were on technically today at 10:50 because things delayed us here on the stream, but that's okay. We'll be back here hopefully at 10:30 again here tomorrow. I will see you then for your Friday. As for your Thursday, you have a great rest of your day. Again, just 2 days left to look forward to. Lots of sunshine in all the way through your weekend here locally. That'll be at least nice to enjoy here locally. But again, wishing the best here for all those in Florida and everybody overall impacted across the Southeast from Helene. Wish you the best. I'll be back here tomorrow at 10:30. I'll see you then.